All right, as we were just talking about with Susie, we've seen a lot of extreme fashion on red carpets this award season. Question is, how can we wear these trends in real life?
All right, here's Lisa Kisber to talk about over-the-top trends and how we can push those fashion boundaries when it comes to our own personal style. What do you got for us this morning, Lisa?
So I think the IRL in real life is very important because we see these things on the runway and we see them on the red carpets and we're thinking, how am I going to rock this in my day-to-day life? And there are ways to take these trends, these little touches, and incorporate them into your personal style so you can have your little red carpet worthy moment. And I'm going to show you how.
Okay,
yeah.
We're going to begin with big bows.
We are. Okay, so bows, a huge trend, and you're going to see them everywhere. And in terms of wearing them, like, there is no such thing as going overboard, or as I like to call it, overbowed. This is such a nice nod to like sweetness. It's this really playful, flirty element that we can incorporate into what can sometimes be a pretty serious moment, which is what we're seeing on that red carpet. There's something cheeky about it, which is kind of fun. And, you know, I blame this on the Barbie phenomenon. I blame this on a little bit of that Swift Eras phenomenon. These are really fun ways to add that touch to your outfit. And obviously, you may not be wearing a giant gown with a giant bow, but we can incorporate it. So here we have a little mini. It's got that statement bow. Picked it in a really, a basic black color, that LBD that feels very comfortable for a lot of us. The little black dress is what we gravitate towards, but why not add that accent, that really big bow? And then, as I said, there is no such thing as going overbowed. Now that is an official term. If you have a look at the shoes, we've got almost a rosette that's made out of bows, so we're incorporating those bows in the footwear. A bow on the necklace, which is from Canadian brand Tova, from the new collection. So we got bow, 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 and it just all works together. It adds that sweetness, that cheerful playfulness, and you don't have to be wearing it head to toe, but you can inject it. And if you want it, you can just be an accent, or it can be a big statement. I just want it to have that structure, so it looks really full and voluminous.
All right, up next, we're going to talk mega structure.
We are, and I love that we were talking about Zendaya and her robot. This is that structure. I don't know if this is a nod to like corsetry, armor, 50 Shades of Grey, I don't know, but I'm here for it because you know what it is? It's powerful. And that's what we're seeing in that mega element of structure. I love that we're getting a lot of those clean, fresh lines, and it really does look powerful. In Zendaya's case, maybe a little uncomfortable, but I think it just makes such a great, powerful statement, and we can do this in our day-to-day life. So here in studio, what I want you to do is I want you to have that corsetry element, and I want you to have that structure. So incorporating, the sharp shoulders with a great corsetry bust line. We've got that little corsetry element of a belt as well. So we've got that nice structural element. And then we're adding in that contrast, because you know me, I'm always chasing a bit of a fashion contrast with the softness of the texture. So a little bit of that satiny shine makes it, powerful, but maybe a little less robot. And I think that makes it a little more in real life.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like we're going to go to another extreme over here when we talk the faux fur and the feathers and the fluff. I feel like we're going away from the kind of like the power poses, but something super fun.
Well, I think there's something to be said about taking up room, right? And there is a little bit of power in that as well. And we are seeing that definitely on the red carpet. Lots of fluffiness, whether it is that longer faux fur, or we're seeing that shaggy faux fur, or these really fluffy, airy feathers. And I think that that's really interesting, especially for the season right now, because in winter, we're usually seeing things that are like busting at the seams, down, or short faux fur that sort of coated the body. This is adding a little bit more volume, a little bit of airiness around you, and I think that there's something really elegant and floaty about it, and unexpected, which I think is always nice when we talk about fashion trends, having something that sort of makes you go, that's interesting, and you can do that as well. So here we're seeing the faux feathers, a really pretty winter white. We've got that accent all the way down. Also faux feather bag. So I would say, if you're somebody who's like, I'm not wearing faux feathers all over, maybe just in a little accent, right? You can add it to whatever outfit that you're wearing. But I think it's about that airiness and that floatiness, and it is very unexpected. And I also think this is going to take you through into spring. So I love the idea that this isn't something that you're only going to be wearing right now in the dead of winter. We can move this through spring as well.
All right, very good. Up next, sheer and shine. How can we work this into our everyday wardrobes?
Wow, I'm curious to see how you will. But this is something that we're seeing a lot on the red carpet. That combination of sheerness, so seeing a lot of the body, and then also some sparkle and some twinkle. And again, this is another interesting one and an extreme, because we're seeing texture on texture on texture. And typically in fashion, you know, we're going for those 4 pillars, we're going for some color, we're going for some silhouette, we're going for some pattern, and then maybe some of that great texture. But here we're going like, okay, texture on texture. And I think, again, this is sort of that wow statement. It's interesting, it's different, and it's easy to do because there are so many textures that combine so beautifully together. I love that we're seeing a little bit of the skin, which is lovely for winter. Again, it's a bit different. I think the sparkle is what roots it in the season. Because if it was just sheer, you might be like, that feels a little summery, but it's that sparkle that makes it feel like, okay, I feel you, it's February. So have a look. We have this sheer top that has the sparkle all over it. We're getting that nice element of a little bit of skin, but it also feels really winter appropriate. But, you know, come spring, summer, wear this with a pair of jean shorts, it'll look absolutely fabulous. And then we've got that soft satiny element in that beautiful skirt. I love all these rusty colors all together. And then we doubled down again. So we went with the sheer, we went with the sparkle, the satiny, silky, and then some metallics. So you know what? Go texture on texture on texture, and it's that extreme that makes it really extra personal style, and I think it makes it really fun and still very wearable.
All right.
Yeah.
Those are some serious boots.
I know.
All right. We are turning the runway and red carpet into practical every day. Love it.
That's right, IRL, in real life. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
awesome
you.
stuff.
Thank you. Stay stylish, everyone.